Buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Marhaba.
Marhaba.
Доброе утро. Bonjour. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, our distinguished guests. Good morning, our senior leadership. Good morning, our BIA board members. Good morning, our PTO president. Good morning, parents, staff, students, and good morning to the entire BIA school community. We are so happy to have you here today to celebrate our wonderful, gifted in advance students and our accomplishment as a center for excellence and talented and gifted education, Egate School. We are so very proud of our language immersion and international baccalaureate programs that complement so well City School's talented and gifted education program. I would like to recognize a few people in this audience. I will begin with our senior leadership. I would like to recognize our Chief Executive Officer and founder of this school, Dr. Freeman Nipip. I would like to also recognize our Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Hayes. Please welcome our BIA Board of Directors. Not all BIA board members were able to join us, but I'm so happy to see today our BIA board member and our parent, Ms. Magloa. I would like to also recognize Ms. DeSchultz, our marketing director. Thank you, Ms. DeSchultz, for being with us. Please welcome our fantastic PTO president, Madam Howard. I would like to add special recognition will go in introduction to the following distinguished guests and members of the gifted, talented, and advanced committee. Please stand and be recognized when your name is called. I want to say Mr., but I will go with Monsieur Denis Choutras. Yes, this is the biggest advocate of BIA. We are friends forever. Please welcome again to our guest, Miss Alex Clow. We really want to thank both of us. You were such a support and guidance through this process of authorization previously and also reauthorization for our Egate. Thank you so much. Please recognize Ms. Gina Bird, Ms. Sonia Matthew, Ms. Sherry Miles, I'm sorry, Ms. You all heard it. Ms. Stephen Payne. Okay, let's give our distinguished guests again a round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Welcome, and let's continue our celebration of excellence at BIA East.
Thank you, Madam Cunha. I would like to introduce Dr. Freeman Lepet, our founder and chief executive officer, who will give opening remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Our dynamic principal has us on tightrope. She told us exactly what she wants us to do here. But we just want to say good morning to everyone. Welcome to BIA. I want to recognize the dynamic leadership of my Lukuni and her team today. Baltimore International Academy is a multilingual international baccalaureate world school. We ourselves had to coin the word scarf to remember all the languages. And so you see scarf, everything like color. So the language if I say scarf, you can imagine the S is for Spanish, C, A, R, F. So we have an E. So you will realize that these 6 languages are the official languages of the United Nations. Those are the 6 official languages of the United Nations. But we're not a language school. We're not a language school. We are a language immersion school. This means that we're teaching all of our core subjects in the target languages of the SCA languages. Our students learn all of their languages from kindergarten all the way up to middle school in the target languages. We're not only a multilingual immersion school, but we're an international baccalaureate world school for the primary years program, PYP, and the middle years program, NYP. You will quickly realize that this school was created excellently, and as an excellent school, creating future creative global leaders and innovators. That sounds like Mr. Trisha, that sounds like gifted and advanced learners to me. It was created by design that way because why? We believe that our children in Baltimore City were able to do this or are able to do this. And we had a district that was as crazy as we are to believe that this will work, and Baltimore City believes in providing academic programs that are different but yet very much important to have each child reach their full potential. And so this is who we are, this is what BIA is, and we're happy that you're here today to see just a little bit of what our students are capable of doing. I love to tell you that it is gifted and advanced because it's a wide question that we have so many kids here that are advanced learners, but they're not make the gifted part. But our goal, even the way the school is created, that one day, and in this building, that each child will have that destination. Because you know why? It is not a program that we do here. It is embedded, it is ingrained, it's a thread that runs through our education every day, every minute at BIA. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Named.
I would like to introduce Dr. Harris, our Chief Academic Officer, who will give a few academic remarks.
Thank you. So, Madam Lacombe, you have a gym here at BIA East. And I want to be not necessarily the first to say that, but as I'm standing here watching the students as they talk through all of the conversation that's going to happen today, but I recognize that every child said every language for the national anthem. That's a testament to what you're doing here. That's a testament to the teachers. That's a testament to the students and the girth they have in terms of their learning ability. So you have a gym. So today I stand before you to celebrate this remarkable achievement for our gifted and talented students. So I want every student to stand that's considered gifted and talented. So please stand with us. Every student. about the Gifted and Talented program. So it is designed to challenge and inspire our brightest minds, and with their opportunity to grow critical, analytical, and logical thinking skills. And our students have not only risen to the occasion, but have soared well beyond the standard. So, along with Gifted and Talented, IB, and a language, if you don't know, the students are already catapulting themselves into greater things for the future. So they are in a place right now that's going to make them extremely successful. So they have worked complex subjects, embraced new languages and cultures, and demonstrated a pursuit of excellence that is truly commendable. These students have shown exceptional ability in balancing rigorous academics with the language. So not only are they learning the language, they still have to do their regular assignments. So if you think about when they are college students and what that looks like, they're already preparing themselves for that tough academic world that college is going to present to them. So they're setting themselves up for success at an early age. So parents, this is a testament to you. So I'm saying to you, keep your head about you when you think your students are losing theirs. Keep your head about them and push, because you have children that's going to be remarkable assets to your family. Mastering one language is a significant feat, but mastering a language and academic excellence is exceptional. This accomplishment speaks volumes about their hard work, building, and commitment to reaching their goals. Their success is a testament to the collaborative efforts of our teachers, supportive parents, and the vibrant multicultural community that VIA offers. So, not only are they speaking one language, they're in a school where there's multiple languages. So, this is a multicultural environment. So, while they're learning one language, they learn several languages, which again makes them an asset. So, our gifted and talented students have not only excelled academically, but have also shown incredible character. They have become leaders among their peers, embodying the values of empathy, integrity, and global citizenship that our school holds dear. These achievements are a source of pride for us all. They serve as a shining example of what can be accomplished with hard work and determination. So, when you say someone is anal retentive, when students grow this way, they become extremely knowledgeable about what they do. They understand concepts. The languages transfer. It's not only just language in and of itself and how they acquire languages, but it also transfers into how they do mathematics. So again, you have an asset in your household. So I'm saying to you, push, because you have a jar filled with marbles. You put sand in there, you put rocks, you can fill it with more water. I'm saying that your children have the ability to learn more. So you have an exceptional child. So as we celebrate the successes of these exceptional students, as I look forward to the future with great anticipation, these skills, knowledge, and values of our students have gained here, the values our students have gained here will undoubtedly lead them to continued success in their future goals. They are well prepared to tackle the challenges ahead, armed with confidence and competence that comes from their understanding and outstanding achievements. So, there's a difference when your child talks back to you. Sometimes your children talk back to you and it can be considered disrespectful. But when your children talk back to you and you understand the conversation that they have and it's poignant and they have girth and bandwidth to that conversation, you know that you have an exceptional child. So it's not considered being disrespectful. It's considered collegial conversation. So that's the sort of child that you want to have. That's the sort of child that you want to grow. So if you continue here, if they continue here, just imagine the conversations that you can have when your child is 40 and you're 90. Because they've experienced the world in that sense. So they have experience behind them. Consider the experience that they have now and then how they grow that. That's the child that you want. So in closing, I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each gifted and talented student. Your accomplishments are a testament of your hard work, dedication, and resilience. We are incredibly proud and cannot wait to see the extraordinary things that you will continue to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Harris.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Dennis Jutris, the coordinator for Gifted and Advanced Learning for kindergarten through 12th grade, who will say a few words about GAL education and our Egate status.
Good morning, everyone. I'm standing at the podium. I'm sorry that I missed the video. One, thank you all for the invitation. Thank you all for being here, especially parents and caregivers for being here. You do a fantastic job. You're the heart. I mean, it's certainly the students and the children, but families make up our school's success. No offense, but I will always refer to this as BIA. I know this is East and West, but it's BIA. It will always be BIA. Mostly because I'm older and I hear learn new things. I love BIA. And it's not just because people clapped and said nice things about me earlier. And I have no more money, so I can't help you there. But I love BIA, but I'm also, every time I come to BIA, I feel really stupid. Because I'm reminded of how I barely have mastered English, and that's it. And I'm greeted at the front door by students who are fluent in at least 2 languages, and as was referenced earlier, can say the pledge in 5, 6 languages. All right, so fantastic. I'm not even going to try to insult you by the few words in French that I know. And this is coming from a guy whose parents grew up speaking French as their first language. That's how much of a disconnect, and how much I wish I had the opportunity that you get here at BIA. Something that was not called out, and I need to call out, is that BIA also is one of the few places in the country where advanced learners can also matriculate and earn and take AP exam classes in Chinese, French, and Spanish. Every year, we can have a conversation with the College Board, and they don't know what to do with middle school students taking these advanced exams. Every year, someone in the central office is like, oh, did you know BIA is offering AP exams? It's like, yes, we know. We're not unaware of this. I do want to shout out my colleague Sean Keatley, who's standing in the back there. He oversees all the AP programming in the district and supports because the work that we do in the Gifted and Advanced Learning in Baltimore City is not just me. I'm sometimes the face, not the pretty face, but I'm sometimes the face of the program. But you know, we have Egate Payne, we have Alex Clough, we have Esther Bencheva, and then Sean. And then we all work together, much like the multiple languages here at the IA kind of fit together and make for a better opportunity. So does the diverse talents of my office, who are fantastic people. On behalf of the Gifted and Talented Advisory Council, which is the body that awards the Egate designation, for those that aren't aware, it is an arduous task. You know, Dr. Moore, you know, right? And since you know from previous years of putting this together, it is a massive compilation of documentation of multiple years of work in the areas of identification, instruction, professional development, and program evaluation. And so BIA now joins the ranks of a very small number of schools across the state of Maryland that have received this designation not once, but twice. Which means to me, it signifies to me longevity, and codifying and institutionalizing these best practices. As was mentioned by your very distinguished, lovely, good personal friend, founder of this organization, of this school, it's meant to be woven into everything. It's not a pull-out necessary type of thing, although those things may exist as well. But it's about remembering the fact that we need to raise the ceiling for all students. For far too long, we have held low expectations in Baltimore City and in public education, and the answer is no more when we limit what we allow our students to do. Raise the ceiling and let our students practice, and I thank the BIA community for showing us how it can be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jutras.
I would now like to introduce Dr. Moore, the Gal Site Lead, who will give a short overview of BIA's Gal program.
Thank you so much, Dr. Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor and a privilege for me to stand before you today to represent BIA's GAL program. As you know, and it has been alluded to previously, is that our GAL program interweaves with our International Baccalaureate program as well as our language immersion. When you bring your child to BIA and they begin to learn a foreign language, that language immersion piece, their brain begins to change. And it is a remarkable transformation. And along with the IB piece, that helps them to learn self-confidence, that helps them to learn self-advocacy, and that helps them to learn to be globally minded. And part of our GALE program is we use those components to make them into better citizens. Because isn't that truly what we all want? And also, I want to give a real shout out to BIA because in a traditional public school, we have between 5 and 10% of our student population has been identified as gifted and advanced learners. Here at BIA, it is 15%. Let's give our program a shout out to these kids and these teachers. Woo! We are so proud of you, teachers, students, and also, I want to especially recognize our parents because we need you at home every single day, backing up what we do here at school. From our AP classes, our language immersion, our cultural events, we make it happen here at BIA. So I encourage you from the heart, stay with BIA. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. I would like to introduce the BIA East PTO President, Ms. Howard, who will say a few words.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I am Chanel Howard. I have the esteemed pleasure of serving this amazing community as the PTO president. We stand roughly 70 members strong here at BIA. And so I am very grateful to our administration for giving me the opportunity to greet you today and just to tell you a very brief reflection, very brief. My dad told me I had 30 seconds. When I first, John Neubauer, who is my colleague for World and Classical Languages and the district office, talked to me all the time about the power of language immersion. And I thought that it was a cool idea. During the pandemic, though, we saw some changes at home in my son specifically, because he was under the table. I think virtual learning was hard for everybody. But I think for students who are, I won't say above, but they are meeting the goals and standards, virtual learning was not very much of a challenge for them. So I saw Benjamin, he was under the table at home playing, the teacher was teaching a hard out on the little box in the screen. He was under the table playing with the little men. I said, Benjamin, what are you doing? He said, Mom, they're doing A, apple, ah. And for him, he was reading in pre-kindergarten. And so I talked to John about that, and he said, Chanel, I think that take a risk. That's what he said to me. He said, take a risk. And I was like, I don't know, like they're in language in kindergarten. They get all of the subjects in kindergarten in language that's not English. That was wild to me. And so he said, look, Benjamin is far enough where he won't miss anything. And so he said, just take a risk. And I did. I did what the kids said. I shot my shot. And I took a risk, and I filled out the application, and Benjamin came here. Benjamin has been thriving ever since. I've been seeing him do things that are really amazing to me. Some of the skills, because they get him in Chinese first, he does not always interpret them in English. So I was seeing him do things like sort and count and skip count and multiply. He was doing that in Chinese first. He was not doing it in English. And so right now I have 2 scholars in the Chinese immersion program here at Baltimore International Academy East, and they are both thriving. So what I want to say to all of the parents in the room is congratulations and thank you for jumping in with me and taking a risk. Your students deserve it.
Thank you, Ms. Howard.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Mark Mann, who is the parent of a GAL student, William Mann, who will say a few words on how the GAL program has helped his student.
Thank you. A little anecdote before I get started. When Will was very young, before he came here, but he knew he was coming here, he loved telling all his relatives, friends of the family, that he was going to be in a French immersion, language immersion. And the first day when we dropped him off, he ran up to his teacher, turned around and ran back and said, "I don't understand what they're saying." And I said, "Yeah, that's immersion." So he wasn't sure what he was getting into. I was. His great-grandmother on his mother's side was a Palestinian Jew who spoke 5 languages. I am curious in a lot of different fields, sciences, and I knew what the language immersion would do for his brain. As it was stated earlier, I knew him studying these other courses and a foreign language, how it would set him up for success, exactly as you said. I knew how it would look great on a resume, down the line, whether getting into a high school, getting into college, applying for a job. To be perfectly honest, French wasn't my first choice, but I know too, French is spoken all over the world, and you can communicate with so many different people, so many different countries. And I wasn't really attached. French it is, okay, I'm grateful. So grateful that he got in. And his little brother got into Chinese. I knew that'd be tougher, but there you go, Sam. I'm infinitely grateful to his teachers, Mr. Egate. She's not here today, but Ms. Young. She's been a big influence with the Robot Club. But the learning the other language, it builds the brain in ways like it's taught William to listen. You have to sit and pay attention. It's taught him critical thinking skills, which has applied to his Robot Club and other things. I didn't see it coming, I didn't expect it, but I'm also infinitely grateful for the exposure to the other cultures, right? The North African French speakers, the Chinese and Taiwan culture, the Spanish. The night we came and the tickets and all the food, I had a blast. It's been a great experience, and I know it's been part of why he's excelled as much as he has. I have no doubt he would have done well at another school, but not as well. And it would be setting him up to do as good as he's going to do, as I know as good as he's going to do. Like it was also mentioned, 15% gifted learners as opposed to 5 to maybe 10. That says a lot about this program, this school, and what it offers. And I want to finish with, yeah, I am proud of William
short video. Excuse me. We will now have a short video from one of our gal students, Macarel Movie, an 8th grade French immersion student.
Good morning, fellow parents, fellow staff. Good morning, staff. Good morning, Baltimore International Public School staff. Good morning, fellow students. Good morning, PTO administration. And good morning, parents. My name is Macarel Movie, and I'm the 8th grade French, and I'm a Gal Student Award-winning student. I'm also the ACPS Scholar Superstar of the month of April. The Scholar Superstar Award is an award that is given to students every month for excelling in their domain, like sports, academics, and then also culinary arts. I got the academics domain, so this is just a simple video about just an interview that they did at the school and just more about me. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We apologize. We have some technical difficulties with the sound, but we're going to play the video over again. We're going to continue with the program for now.
Thank you, Macarel. I would like to introduce Raymond Mendo, a 7th grade Chinese immersion student who will say a few words about programs at BAA and his journey as a Gal student.
早上好，我的名字叫任明，我去巴尔的摩国际学校7年级中文班。I will be sharing with you my journey through middle school as a GAL student. In 6th grade, the coach of robotics, Miss Yang, asked me if I would like to join robotics. I was happy to try it out. I had 2 amazing teammates named Rashida and William. They taught me everything I know, how to drive, how to build, how to program a robot, and how to do autonomous. That year's robotics game was called Slapshot. You have to get orange discs from different obstacles. And once they are out, you either shoot them or push them into the scorers. Our robot would usually push it into the ×3 zone. was my first one. I was a little nervous, but I was excited. We earned the Energy Award for Most Energetic Team, and we also qualified for the state championship. We went to states, and we were so happy and excited to try as best as we could. We did amazing in skills, so they invited us to the Vex Robotics World Championship in Dallas, Texas. We were so excited to be able to go all the way to Texas to compete in Worlds. We had to pack our field, our robot, and about of spare pieces. Worlds was 3 days long. Once we got there around 10 a.m., we checked into our hotel and put our luggage away. And we immediately went to the convention center to start competing that day. We had a lot of matches. It was tiring. We learned a lot from Worlds and about all the amazing robots everywhere. So we kept going and we officially ranked 42nd in the middle school world Vex Robotics. They revealed the next year's game to us while we were there. It was called Full Volume. We had to go around the field and collect either small blocks called greens, medium blocks called purples, or large blocks called reds. You pick them up and drop them in baskets called goals. If all the colors in one goal is the same, you get a uniform bonus, which is additional points. We used our own design instead of the hero bot for states. After that. And also I went to the Chinese Bridge competition and we ranked 3rd place in middle school for our speech. Robotics has helped me make quick decisions, improve my communication skills, and it helped me to be more responsible. I had to take care of my robot. Being a GAO student has changed me for the good. Thank you.
Thank you, Raymond.
I would now like to introduce Sunny Rose McClure, who will read her original poem, Music in the Middle.
Okay, before I begin my poem, I would like to say that I'm actually reading two, and after I'm done reading these two, I would like you to think about the content of these poems. And next time you listen to music, which is what these poems are about, to really think about whoever is singing or rapping, to really think about what they're saying and see how that can help you. Because music helps. Musically middle, these halls I walk. Musically middle, the songs I sing. Musically middle, this music I can't read. The music ebbs and flows throughout, like an ocean of weariness and doubt. This music, it heals me, but it also breaks me. I'm drowning in this ocean of sorrow and doubt. This music I hear is working me out, a constant tango of sound and sadness. It used to heal me, but now it breaks me. Originally shaping and making me, but now it washes me away, like a sandcastle at the bay. This music, it washes me away. Like water on a cool day, I wash away. I wash away. Like water on a cool day, I wash away. I am in need of music. Am in Need of Music by Elizabeth Bishop. I am in need of music that would flow over my fretful feeling fingertips, over her lips, with melody deep, clear, and liquid slow. Oh, for the healing, swaying old and low, of some song to rest the tired dead, a song to fall like water on my head, and over quivering limbs, dream flushed to glow. There was magic made by melody, a spell of rest and quiet breath and cool heart that sinks through fading colors deep to the soft aqueous stillness of the sea and floats forever in a moon-green pool, held in the arms of rhythm and song. Thank you for the applause, distinguished guests and friends.
Thank you, Sonny Rose.
Thank you to Mr. Drabo. We're now going to start watching Macaron's video and enjoy.
I'm the 8th grade French National of Baltimore's National Academy, and I'm the April 2024 Scholar Superstar. I feel proud of myself because I never really have thought I would have gotten this award, but I feel really happy to have received this. I feel like my mom's happy too, and I feel like everybody around me is also happy about my award. The most engaging class I probably take is probably my AP math class, which was a pre-algebra. I feel like we have 6 minutes in our classroom, and it's just more like a hand-on activities for us. The people that I encourage me the most are is probably my mom. I just want to thank her, and also my uncle and my dad. I also want to thank my teacher, Mr. Mukari, for his encouragement and his support at school. 3 words that describe myself is intelligent, a leader, and calm. I'm really excited to go to high school. I have been accepted to Poly, but I also applied for private schools like alcohol and alcohol accepted. My most memorable achievement is the 2 times Grand Concours winner, which is a French national contest in the whole United States, and I won first place twice. Technology, we were like biggest things, like having videos, and also, I'm pretty sure when we came to school, we saw like a TV playing announcements. I'm the one who makes those videos sometimes, and I also flip them off. I probably want to say 2 things. One, thank you for selecting me, and the second thing, I want to know what made me stand out to them. I want to know what made me stand out to them so I can continue it and maybe stand out to maybe others. I speak 4 languages. My mom helped me to learn English, so since she's from Togo, I feel like the more languages you know, the more easier it will be to communicate with others. And if you're stuck in a different country, it's easier to know the language and actually learn to know what you're doing there. And I feel like the more languages you learn, the more opportunities you get for more education, more job opportunities. I feel like languages play a big part.
Thank you, Macaron. This concludes the formal part of our program. Now, please join me in recognizing the effort of our Gal students by reviewing their projects. We are so proud of your efforts. Thank you.
Before we begin to view our fantastic student projects, let's give a huge round of applause for our MCs, Abdullah and Alina. Stand up and be recognized. Are they outstanding or what? We are so proud of them. Excellent. And also, one more time for our students
before we begin our wonderful exhibition, I'd like to introduce our World Language Coordinator and Director, Madam Sinjui, for closing remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. Thank you, everyone. We are very happy that you all can we know that many of you have things in your schedule, but you chose to come to BIA to celebrate the learning. And this is all what we are about at BIA. We celebrate learning. We are very proud of the accomplishment of our students. We are very blessed to have a solid team in the Gifted and Advanced Learner Office who are supporting us every time to make sure we are doing it right. We want to especially thank our parents and our girl students who during the school year did everything it takes to complete their individual learning plan project. There is no girl student without IEP. And at BIA, we made sure we have 100% completion of IEP. All our students have their individual learning plan. So you will be working to see what our students have accomplished. But let me say this, teachers are the masters because they did everything. They took all their time to work with our youngest one. We will be able to see that. So thank you so much for coming. Please, this is the time to stand up and see what our students have prepared for you. Thank you so much. And we also have a little refreshment, so please do not hesitate to stand there and grab something. Thank you so much.